foodies, this is Jenny here from Jenny's Walk. Let's make a lovely comfort food here, granny style, macaroni with egg and a big cup of Kool-Aid. So come on in, let's get into Jenny's Walk and see how to make this lovely dish, and let me know how many of you remember having this as a brunch. Come on in, let's get cooking. So foodies, to put this lovely dish together, it's an early brunch or early dinner. You know, Granny will send you to go in the fowl coop and bring the egg. So you're going to boil. This is how she used to do it. 1 egg actually, but I'm going to be doing 2 eggs. She will boil the eggs for like 5 minutes into this water. Let me just add a little hint of salt in there. And just before the egg is done, that is when we're going to be adding our macaroni. You know, the macaroni. There you go. So let this egg get 5 minutes. So foodies, the egg is boiling nicely. So then Granny now will take these and she will break them in 3 pieces. So you know you're hungry and the food is not ready just yet. Say, I'm hungry. So Granny will say, okay, let me make some macaroni and egg for you. So she's going to make some nice boil and fry macaroni. And you know, you're getting an egg and she will cut up that egg in so many pieces so you feel like you have a lot of eggs to eat. So let me cook this together. This is how she used to do it. I'm doing it the same grassroots way how she did it. Boil the eggs first and then continue. Wash the eggs, of course, and then you're going to continue now and let's boil the macaroni. So foodies, this looks about good now. So you know she will boil both of them together because you know you cannot waste the gas to boil twice. So this is the reason the egg and the macaroni was boiled together. So now let us strain this. So now foodies, she will crack the egg, take that little eye out of the egg, and she said, you know, you have to beat the lemon skin in there or the lime skin to get the freshness out. So she will vigorously beat that eggs together. I think this is 2 eggs is a little too much because we never had so much privilege. But I'm still going to do it. And here she used to put some baking powder and salt. She said the egg have to be fluffy and nice. Let it raise and bubble up. So this is my childhood brunch that my granny will make for me. My dear foodies, I know this is going to bring a lot of memories back to a lot of you. A little walk down memory lane. The way granny used to do her stuff here, making macaroni with fried eggs. Sometimes you had the hot dog sausage, she would put that in it too. I do have it, but I don't like it. This is the way she used to do it for me. And she used to cut the onions straight like this. And she said, had me pick a very young pepper. She always had her peppers in the backyard. So this is how the Indian kids will learn how to eat pepper slowly. The pepper had no flavor in it. It was so young, the seed and everything. But, you know, she cut it and flavored it up for you. So just before we start, we're going to take this done its job already. So now let's cook that lovely dish that Granny used to make for us. Now foodies, in the pot, she may put a piece of butter. But I know she always put oil. So I have the butter. Mantequilla, so I'm going to drop that in there, and the pot is hot. We're going to put that oil in there and let that just come up really nicely. And let me know in the comment below how many of you had these days with your granny or your mother. How many of them pampered you like this and did this little brunch for you just before lunch is done or dinner is done and you're hungry and you know kids can't wait. My belly boiling, my belly scraping, I'm hungry. So let me give this a good minute. So now foodies, we drop that macaroni. Any child's most satisfying dish back in my time. And let me know how many of you were satisfied with this brunch, as I would say. Just before lunch or just before dinner. Dinner is not ready and Granny will make up this macaroni with fried macaroni and egg, and that onion must be there. This is my childhood favorite recipe, my favorite meal Granny used to make, and I just love that onions had a sweet taste to it, and I ate everything down. Then a little cook there, and then she will pour over the eggs, and we're going to keep that on high. Now if you wish to put black pepper, because back then I don't think we really had much stuff. It weren't much ingredients to go around because as we all know, you know, you're living with the aunties and the uncles and then your Bobby. How much do you remember Bobby? Bobby is your uncle's wife, got married and come, you know. So it's pretty much an extended family. So, we eat well, we drink well, but those days, everything was still a bit limited for us. We had a full meal. So I'm going to add a little black pepper just for the heck of it. There you go. And guess what? This is all done. Lovely dish here to reminisce back how it used to be way back when. A meal for the kid to eat just before lunch is done or even if dinner is done. And it was roti every evening, roti and some vegetable or protein. So let me plate this up now, lovely, and bring back that memory to each and every one of you. Jenny's Walk here. So foodies, this was that meal, and she will cut that egg in four, and you believe you had so much eggs to eat. There you go. But I have 2 eggs here, which we do have a lot of eggs. So I'm going to just put like 6 pieces of egg, just like so. And we had that ketchup. Kids love the ketchup. And the ketchup used to give so much problem. You have to pump to get the ketchup, and it's a splatter all over your macaroni and egg. So I'm just going to do it really nicely for you. Go around. As a kid, this is how I used to want it, all around. And you're eating off the macaroni first, and we're going to leave the egg for last. So my dear foodies, we had that, and then she will give me a big cup of Kool-Aid. How many of you remember the Kool-Aid? And I used to keep back a straw. Remember the straw, my dear foodies, which is the macaroni itself. And after a while, I get to realize that keeping it in here used to make it get soft, and it used to start to fall inside. So I used to put it on the side of my plate just like so and eat, then take it out and then drink again. And my dear foodies, the most satisfying dish that any child in that era, that time used to enjoy, and that was me. I will take my plate, holding it here, and it used to be an enamel plate. So I have my nice silver plate and my silver cup here. Run on the stairs, sit down on the step, as we would say. One will be the bench, and the other step will be like your table. And you sit down and you relax and swing your foot, and you're going to eat all this food out. Lovely memory here from Jenny's Walk. This is Jenny's childhood favorite, what should I say, lunch, brunch, more brunch. This is what Granny will make, a quick fix me up meal. And I know as I get older, sometimes it's such a comfort meal for me to enjoy. So leave in a comment below how many of you had this experience, how many of you remained a big cup of Kool-Aid, how many of you remember that 1 egg sliced in 4 and we enjoyed eating all the noodles first, leaving the egg last. So my dear foodies, thank you for joining me. From my kitchen to your kitchen, happy cooking.